Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tom from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. It is 11:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 24th, 2025. Starting off with sterling yen. We are just in one big fat consolidation zone right now. This critical price right here is still good at 198.62. It basically, it dropped down to 198.13, kind of recovered a little bit. Hasn't been able to take out this top yet, 199.06 and 199.27. Those are the levels that we got to watch to see if we're finally gonna get up any type of steam to get out of this quagmire that we got right there. I'm going to put the level up right there because this little pop up here is not going to mean anything unless we can get through this level right here. We need to get through this level to show that it's actually gaining some serious strength. Right now, it's just consolidating. Um, and if we break once below, say this, like say 60 level, well, I'll say 50. Okay. Let's give it a little room. We went down to like 41. This is a 4-hour chart. So 50 would be the area that it would need to hold to try to get back up above the 65. Right now it's holding. It's holding the 198, like 64 level. Important for you sterling yen bulls. If sterling yen can't like recover this and get above that 99, the first level of warning would be that 199 03, and we're probably going to drift back lower to the lower end of the box again at 198.17. So the critical price remains 160, 198, like 60, and it's just flirting around it. All right, let's move on over to good old sterling dollar itself. All right, I like this color of the chart. All right, so anyway, sterling dollar itself, okay, went up to a high of 135.88. This thing cannot sustain a rally. It's just like ridiculous. So right now, as it stands, it's got to hold 135.10. It's got to hold 135.10. Let's put a level up there right now. 135. Let's put a level 135 right here. 135.10. Um, Actually, I'll pull this down to make sure it represents 135.10. That's the level it's got to hold. If it breaks down through this thing's floating back down to like 134.62. Now, um, in order to show any type of strength, it's got to get above this new high. That's it. I mean, it's just basically in a kind of like a dead zone right now, and there's really not much happening in cable. Really not much happening. If we look, what really happened in, like, say, sterling dollar itself. Okay, the euro sterling also took a little bit of a dump. So hang on one second. Now, I don't actively trade, euro sterling, but it edged higher today as traders, basically looked at the economic data from both regions and measured tone from the European Central Bank as they kept the rates steady. It basically had risen a little bit, putting some more pressure on sterling itself. Now, sterling, all right, British pound, the rally stalled as the US dollar gained like a little bit of recovery. It's down over like 0.24%, 24% after registering 3 straight days of gains that really fell short of cracking the 136. I mean, we just couldn't do it so far. Okay, so far. I'm not saying it's not going to do it, but really the level that you got to watch today is that 135.10. That 135.10 goes, we're going to get a further dump to like 134. I'm going to say 134 right here, 134.82. So what's going on in cable? If you're a cable bull, you're going to want to look at what happens if we can get down a little bit deeper. You may want to take a long on it with a tight stop. If we break through it and we get 2 consecutive lower lows, after that, it's actually showing it's breaking down. Now, it could also happen on one bar straight down. All right, let's go over to good old US dollar yen. Where's my dollar yen? Gotta find my dollar yen. Here's my dollar yen. All right. So got a fresh, clean chart to work with today. That's daily. Let's go down to the 4 hours. This currency's been wild. It's given buy signals, sell signals, and for me, and they both been wrong. So I got clipped last night in dollar yen. I went short at 146.10, and I put a stop at 146.61, and lo and behold, I woke up to punch in the nose, and that's fine. That's the way it goes. So as it stands right now, it's really mixed. I'm going to throw up a line right here. Here is look at that support, man. I thought we were getting down to that last night, but no, didn't want to do that. I thought we were going down to like 67, but here's the line of support. It traded within a cat's whisker of it before it started to rebound. Now it's still in a chop zone. It's still in a chop zone between, I'm going to put this level up right here, 147, say 20, right here. We're still in this chop zone. Now, with the trade deal that just went through with the United States and Japan, yeah, I thought that Japan was, kind of the winner of that, so to speak. So I thought that the yen would gain strength. That's why I went short 146.10. Wrong. I got to stop thinking. I just got to follow the chart patterns, But and look, it was a solid trade and it just didn't work out. So not every trade works out. But as it stands right now, um, really, man, 146.10 is the level. All right. I'm gonna put a left hook there. Excuse me. Damn cigar. 146, 146, right there, 146.12. That's the level that has to hold in order for dollar yen to try to get up through 147.22. There's going to be some resistance really at like 146.90, 147 the figure, but you got to watch that sterling yen too, because if dollar yen takes off and cable stays stable, then sterling yen's going to rally up a little bit. But it looks like cable's following as dollar yen moves up. Cable's kind of there's pressure on it, pushing it down. So that 198.60 level is so important in sterling yen. But dollar yen itself, the main point today, I know we're far away from it, is 146.12. Um, a warning level would be if we broke, say, 146.50. I'll throw a warning level. Warning level saying we're going back down right here, 146.50. That would be a warning level. That would also be a level if you want to try to get long to get long here, to see if we could pop through 147.23. Let's go over to good old euro. Oh, that's euro dollar. Where's my euro yen? No, that's my euro dollar. Where the heck is my euro yen? Hang on, I gotta pull up my euro yen. Okay, here we go, euro yen. Okay, resistance 173.26 is the overall short-term resistance. Minor resistance at 173.12. I think if we pop that, we're going to test that. All right, so now as it stands right now, euro yen itself, it's got to hold 172, 172, 172.27 right there. It's got to hold 172.27, just really where the takeoff is. We would need two consecutive, that is an 8-hour chart. Let's go down to a 4-hour chart. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. So here we are. 172.27. As we're holding this, we could potentially check this top out at 172.93. Then we got 173.12 resistance. It's all going to be dependent on really if the euro dollar can recover and dollar yen keeps going. So that's what's happening right now in euro dollar. This is your critical price, okay? 172.28, okay? It's got to hold that level. If it doesn't hold that level, we're going to drift down again here. If we can pop up through the top, if somehow we can get up through the top through a dollar yen like massive rally, we're looking at 173 like 173.67, 173.67 right there. All right, that's what I got going on for you guys today in the crosses. Remember, you can, in the link in the description, you can get yourself a free video and an ebook for whether or not there's a good quality breakout happening. Can't beat the price. It's free. I'll see you in Friday's video. And remember, always, always, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.